Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Agentic AI, the future of intelligent systems. And before anything else, thank you for supporting this podcast. Every message, every reflection, every discussion around these episodes keeps this series grounded and evolving. Today, I want to share something different. Not a framework, not a technology breakdown, but the journey of building something end to end and what it revealed about artificial intelligence, human behavior, ancient knowledge systems, and real engineering. A few years ago, a question kept coming back. Can personalized guidance become more meaningful? Not as predictions, not as templated advice, but as clarity rooted in behavior, context, and the patterns that quietly shape how people make decisions every day. Career shifts, relationship dynamics, health anxieties, moments of uncertainty, the need for direction. This exploration eventually took form in my book, The AI Life Coach: A Journey of Human Transformation with Generative AI, released in 2023. While writing it, one realization became very clear. Humanity has been trying to understand itself long before machines existed. Astrology, the Chinese and Vedic systems, numerology, cultural archetypes, behavioral science, all of them tried in different ways to decode why people think, feel, and act the way they do. If you strip away the labels, they are all frameworks for interpreting human tendencies. That became the seed of a deeper idea. What if these ancient systems could be reimagined, not as prediction tools, but as structured behavioral lenses for the modern world? What if they could support reflection rather than impose certainty? That thought became the foundation of what I now call the life blueprint. But a book is static and life is not. So the question evolved again. If guidance has to be genuinely useful, it needs to be available in the moment, adaptive, contextual, and capable of evolving with the person using it. That is what ultimately led to building the app. From the outside, it might look like an AI app, but the layers underneath are far more complex. Building it exposed gaps that don't appear in demos or marketing videos. AI coding copilots can scaffold code, generate UI blocks, create boilerplate, and speed up predictable tasks. But they do not understand systems. They do not understand behavior. They do not understand ancient wisdom frameworks. They do not understand the relationship between numerological cycles, emotional tendencies, contextual signals, personality traits, and Vedic insights. They see syntax, they repeat known code patterns, but they don't understand why something must behave a certain way. This is where a very different kind of thinking was needed. Thinking that sits at the intersection of psychology, cultural logic, ancient systems, generative reasoning, and solid engineering discipline. And once the real work started, the challenges surfaced quickly. Designing a behavioral model that grows with the user, building insights that stay meaningful without becoming deterministic, managing evolving state over months and years, orchestrating guidance across career, health, relationships, finance, creativity, personal growth, each with different emotional and behavioral complexities. Ensuring the system never oversteps boundaries or creates dependency. Encoding ancient logic in a modern, responsible way. Balancing interpretive insights with real world constraints. All of this required architecture, not autocomplete. Copilots can generate code, but they cannot resolve contradictions. They cannot design evolving state. They cannot reason about cultural nuance. They cannot ensure safety. They cannot maintain long term stability. And then comes maintenance, the part that is usually invisible. A system like this cannot be frozen, in version 1.0. It has to evolve continuously. New behavioral understanding, improved contextual models, new insights, richer patterns, more responsible boundaries, updated reasoning layers. That requires a stable foundation, versioning discipline, and architectural clarity, none of which can be generated automatically. This is why I always believe in being hands on. You need to build something from scratch. Only then do you truly see the difference between what you know theoretically and what actually survives real world constraints. That gap between knowledge and practical knowledge becomes very clear when you're the one designing the logic, stitching systems together, testing behavior, rebuilding components, and correcting assumptions at midnight because a real user took a path you never imagined. After months of building, refining, and questioning every detail, the app finally took shape. And now that it is out there, I would genuinely request everyone to try it. It's called Stellus AI Life Coach, available on both Android and iOS. You'll find all the links and details in the description of this episode. I truly value your support. Do try it, share it, and most importantly, reach out with your thoughts. Your feedback will directly shape how the system evolves over time. As I look back at the entire journey, one message stands stronger than ever. Artificial intelligence can generate code. Artificial intelligence can suggest patterns. Artificial intelligence can imitate knowledge. But engineering is what makes something real. Engineering is what makes it reliable. Engineering is what keeps it stable as the world around it changes. Engineering is the difference between a demo and a system. And engineering will remain the backbone of everything meaningful we build in this era. Thank you again for supporting the podcast. And as always, keep focusing on the fundamentals.